Afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class C motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Got another trade-in, folks. We've been trading fools the last week or two and just traded for this 2004 Coachmen Freelander. This is the model number 3100 WB. 30 feet, 6 inches long, bumper to bumper. It's got 47,214 miles on it. I've got the generator running, RV's running. This is a nice, clean Class C motorhome, and it's got a couple of features that's pretty unique that I'll go over here in a minute on the inside. On the outside, the tires look like almost brand new. Got a 4 kW on-end generator. Got the Ford 450 chassis, the Super Duty chassis. Got a nice wide wheelbase, which means less sway. And what I like about this one, this is the smallest C-Class that Coachmen made in 2004 that had the 208-inch long wheelbase, which is about 20 inches longer than the other Coachmens of that year. May not seem like much, but when you're driving down the road, you're going to sway a lot less because you've got a longer wheelbase. And if you're going to tow a vehicle behind it, you'll really appreciate that because it's going to tow a vehicle so much better with that longer wheelbase. And this is the smallest one Coachmen made that year that you could get that 208-inch wheelbase. As we look around, folks, the outside's in really great shape for the year model. I know it's not perfect. It's a used RV. It's not new. If it was new, this thing would be a whole lot more money than it is now. I mean, you've got some, you got a few little nicks, dings, some cracks in the stripes. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but I'm just pointing that out. But all in all, this thing, I would consider it well above average condition for an 04 model. I mean, you got to realize, folks, I know it don't seem like it, this motorhome's 14 years old. And I don't know about you, I mean, it doesn't seem like 2004 was that long ago, but it was. But, folks, that's why you're paying the price we're asking for it, not paying a new price. And let's look around, folks. See, the back corners aren't beat up. Got a 5,000-pound towing capacity hitch. Got a brake controller, so you can tow you a car, you can tow you a SUV or a minivan behind it. Folks, 5,000-pound towing capacity will tow just about any kind of vehicle that you want to put behind it. So if you want to put a mid-sized vehicle back here, SUV, something like that, you should be fine. You can put a Jeep Cherokee back here, a Toyota 4Runner, whatever you can, whatever you feel comfortable towing, this C-Class should do it for you. And with that 6.8 liter Triton V10 with 305 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque, definitely a plus too. It's got a cover in this thing, which is in the back storage compartment. That's included with it. That's $400 or $500 if you had to buy that separate. And it also means that chances are this thing's been covered up for most of its life. Got an awning in great shape. Tires look good. Got the power step. Got the Premier package, which includes the power step, includes an outside shower, and more. And you can see it looks great. Fairly good amount of storage for a Class C. And like I said, folks, low mileage, only 47,214. This was a trade-in, so it hasn't been something that's been passed around from dealer to dealer and auction to auction. This is something that somebody was just using, just traded in. Let me tell you something, folks. Springtime is just around the corner, and the number one RV that we sell out of as soon as early spring hits is Class C motorhomes. We got several of them in stock, and we're trying to get some more. So we're trying to get a rush on this year's Class C sellout because they sell out every spring, and sometimes it takes 2 or 3 months before the prices get back down to where I can buy them again to sell them to you. So keep that in mind. If you're waiting 2 or 3 months to buy a Class C, you may have a lot more limited selection than what you have now. But let's take a look inside. Let me tell you something, folks. It's hard to find low mileage, road ready RVs for the price range that we're selling these things for. Huge nationwide shortage, as you may have heard me mention on other videos. Like literally inventory right now, like at the auctions and stuff like that, are half what they normally are this time of year. And there's a couple of reasons why there's a huge shortage on used RVs. And number one reason is the economy is up at record highs. I mean, the Dow Jones, 26,000 points. Unemployment rate's the lowest in 40 years. The economy is booming. That means people have more money to spend. That means people are buying motorhomes that couldn't afford them 4 or 5 years ago. And you know, it's not like they have a factory that makes used RVs that you can just call up and order 4 of this, 5 of that, like new RVs. There's only so many used RVs for sale on the market today, and more people are buying them. And of course, that means there's a shortage of them. And another reason why used RVs are even busier than new RV sales is because of prices. New prices have skyrocketed. This is the prime example. In 2004, this unit, just a base model MSRP, was around $73,000. In a 2017 Coachmen, the Freelander, same as this, just about the same size with the same amount of slide outs, is not the same RV is $97,000, almost $100,000. For what this one was just a little over 70 just a few years ago. So keep that in mind. New prices have skyrocketed, so people are not going to want to spend that. They're going to buy one like this. We're selling it for $29,900, folks. $29,900, and it's in phenomenal condition. Got a cab over queen size bed, front cab area. Looks great. Got power windows, power locks, tilt cruise, CD stereo. Dash looks good, glass looks good, windshield looks good, no cracks. Everything up here is just like it's supposed to be. Built-in brake controller, I don't see anything to pick in here. I showed you the cracks in the stripes. But as far as the interior condition, this is a nice motorhome, and it's got a pretty unique floor plan. Up here in the front, of course, you've got your super slide, you've got a sleeper sofa, a table booth makes a bed. So you can sleep 6 people up here. And these are great family motorhomes. And most Class C buyers have small children living at home. They love these because you've got room for your pets, you've got room for your children, you got room for friends that your children are eventually going to bring with you when you go RVing. So you can actually sleep up to 8 people in this camper or in this motorhome, and it's got ice cold ducted air. You'll appreciate the 6'11" interior height ceilings, because if you're a tall guy like me, you don't have to stoop over to walk back and forth. Plus, those extra high ceilings gives you a little bit bigger storage compartments, a little bit bigger cabinets, and you can see it's got plenty of interior storage. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Carpets look new. The upholstery looks just like you would expect a 47,000 mile cushions and upholstery to look like, which is in excellent condition. Got a stove top and oven, microwave. And then you got a separate area right here with a double basin sink, countertop extender, some storage in here. Little pantry right here, storage up here, 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer. It's ice cold. In fact, I've got my drink in there, so keeping it cold while I'm going through this. Now, this is the couple of different things I like about this Class C that makes it different than other ones. First of all, is the bathroom size. Let me show you this. Step through here. You've got probably one of the biggest bathrooms that you can get in a Class C motorhome. I mean, literally, folks, there's room for 2 people to change clothes and get ready in here. You get this huge closet. And this closet right here, the closet space in a Class C is something you just don't get much of. And you can see here's the factory sticker. If you want to pause it, 2004, 3100 WB. More storage over there. Got a nice little roomy sink area, vanity area right here. RV toilet, got the glassed in shower, skylight. Stickers aren't beat up in here, so you can tell it's had some showers, but not near as many as most 2004s. And you can see Around the skylight, I show you this because a lot of dealers won't show you that because that's where most of them leak at. If you don't keep the roof maintained, the first place they're going to leak's around the skylight. And obviously they've had a cover on it. Obviously they've kept the roof maintained because if they haven't, after 14 years, there'd be a lot of wrinkled and soft spots and water stains up there if they hadn't kept the roof maintained. Here, so this big bathroom I think is a definite plus on this model. And here's the other part that you're not going to find in many Class C's. Of course, you've got a rear bedroom, just like most of them have this size. How many Class C's do you find on the market with a factory king-size island bed in the back? Well, this is one of them, folks, one of the few that I've seen. You've actually got a king-size island bed. This wasn't something that's been added. This is actually factory, according to the brochure for this make and model. This was the only floor plan Coachmen made in a Class C with a king bed. You've got nightstands on each side. Overhead, you've got more storage. You can see the roof looks good. Mini closets. Storage underneath this king-size bed. And over here, you've got a place for a small TV and more storage. Definitely, you can see underneath the windows, no wrinkled spots, nothing like that. It's a neat little motorhome, folks. I say little motorhome. Of course, I'm used to a 38-footer. This is actually little to me, but this, I promise you, you'll love the way this thing runs and drives. Class C's are perfect for your first RV. My first motorhome was a Class C. You know, they're just as easy to drive as a full-size van or a U-Haul truck. You can drive, I'm sure just about everyone you watch this video has moved at one time in their life. Probably rented a U-Haul truck at one time in their life. This is easy, in fact, to me, easier to drive than a U-Haul. So, this is something that, this size motorhome is something pretty much anybody with a valid driver's license and any kind of driving experience can drive and park with ease. And trust me, folks, I was 16 years old, ink still wet on my driver's license. First time I had to drive a motorhome, I was, my grandparents were going to the Florida Keys for Christmas, and Dad, they had a 34-foot Class A and had a Lincoln Town car on a tow bar behind it. Grandfather got sick right before the trip. Dad gave me the keys and said, hey, drive your grandparents down to the Florida Keys, 18 hours. Trip. First time I'd ever been behind the wheel of a motorhome, and if that's not trial by fire, I don't know what is. But if a 16-year-old kid can drive a 34-foot Class A with a Lincoln Town car and a tow dolly behind it all the way down the Florida Keys, non-stop, I should say. I didn't even stop, spend the night, or sleep, and not wreck and feel comfortable doing that, then folks, anybody can drive a 31-foot Class C. I mean, if you're intimidated by the size of this, and you just need to stick to driving a car and staying in a hotel room because you don't need a motorhome. You're not able to drive a motorhome. But anyway, folks, this is a clean RV at $29,900. Includes an extensive major systems check by our RV techs to be completed after purchase, which I've already checked most of everything. We just winterized it, so I wasn't able to check the water system, but the furnace works, the fridge is cold, generator works. We've driven it. People drove it about 250 miles in here to trade it. Obviously, it runs and drives good. Tires look great. I mean, slide out works. You know, I haven't pulled the awning out yet, but that's part of our standard checkout. So, you know, and here's basically here's where we're at, folks. $29,900, checked out, ready to go. We cover about 90% of the systems in here with our checkout. And when I say we inspect those systems, if we find one of them that doesn't work or more than one of them that doesn't work, no matter what it costs, we're going to make sure that system operates like it's supposed to when you pick it up or we deliver it. And, you know, if we have to spend $2,000 to replace a refrigerator, or $1,000 to replace an awning, or $4,000 to repair, or $5,000 to replace a generator, we're going to do it. The price to you is still $29,900. So no matter what, even if we lose money, which this one right here, folks, I have no doubt in my mind everything works, because Like I said, this thing hasn't been shuffled from dealer to dealer. It hasn't been sitting on a lot for months at a time, not being used. This was a trade-in that was being used just a few days ago on the way here, and that adds value, I think. It really does. But this unit, folks, is $29.9, checked out, ready to go. Includes a personal walkthrough by the RV tech that checked it out after it's been through service, and that means we're going to go through it with you, show you how to operate everything, answer any questions you have. Of course, you're welcome to video him doing the walkthrough, take notes, however you want to do it, and you get instructional DVDs, starter kit with all your camping essentials like your sewer hose, water hose, pressure reducer, adapters, and toilet paper and chemicals, and more. You get all that included. You get a 30-day drive-out tag, good anywhere in the United States included, for $29.9. And we call that option A. We've got two options to buy here, option A and option B. Option A, of course, is haggle-free, firm, just like we've been for years. In other words, folks, I don't take offers. It takes $29.9 to buy this motorhome if you want those services. I mean, I'm not interested in taking a penny less. You offer me $29,998. I'm gonna tell you, you got to pay another $1 to get this RV. I'm not discounting it at all. When we say haggle free, we mean haggle free firm. Doesn't matter if you're paying cash, if you're trading, if you're financing. It's all cash to us, or a combination of the three. It's all the same. And you know, and the reason we do this, folks, you know, if we wanted to do the same way that other dealers do, and do the haggling thing back and forth, even though most dealers now don't haggle, then what we would have done is price this thing where everybody else has got theirs priced, $34.9, $39.9, and then haggle. Spend hours, sometimes days, going back and forth in price just to get to where we're at right now. So we decided several years ago, you know what? Selling these things haggle free is going to accomplish several goals. First of all, people don't want to go back and forth. They'd rather get the low price from the get-go. They know what they're paying. They know there's no surprises. B, by pricing these things low like this, our price is lower than any other 04 3100 WB on the internet with this mileage and this condition. And you know, that's going to entice people to travel hundreds, sometimes thousands of miles to buy this RV from us because our price is lower than anybody else. And be honest with you, folks, internet shoppers are very informative shoppers. I mean, basically, you can go online, do what I did, print out a factory brochure, learn everything you know about. You'll know more about this RV than somebody that actually owns it does if you read that brochure. And you'll know what's factory, what's standard, what's optional, etc. Plus, I know you price shop. I know before you call us or contact us, you're going to Google 2004 Coachmen Freelander 3100. You're going to look at every single one that pops up for sale by owner and by dealer. You're going to compare price. You're going to compare condition and mileage. You're going to compare the services that come with it. I know that. And I know you're going to do that before you ever even pick up a phone and call us or email us. So obviously, if this wasn't the lowest or one of the lowest priced ones in the country, you wouldn't be watching this video and you wouldn't be contacting us. I know that. You know that. Let's not play games, folks. Haggle free, firm, $29.9. Now, if you want to haggle, we can mark the price up 10 grand. We'll go back and forth for the next few hours, next few days, but it all comes down. It takes $29.9 to buy it, no matter how you get there. Now, if you do want a discount and you want to take it as is, in other words, we're not going to check it out. We're not going to do an inspection. We're not going to give you a demonstration and walkthrough. And I strongly encourage those of you who this is your first RV, take option A, don't take option B. But if you're an experienced RV owner like myself, you want to come look at it, you know, you'll see option B is not a bad deal either. And because we don't have to pay a tech to do all that stuff, it saves us time and money. So we pass that savings along to you. Plus, you get the added advantage of taking it home the same day you pay for it. Where with option A, we don't check them out till we sell them because that keeps our overhead down by not having to hire as many RV technicians which keeping our overhead down is basic economics. Less overhead, lower prices. That allows us to sell this RV for $29,900 where they're $34,900 and $39,900 online. So, option A, of course, you pay for it. Gets in line to get checked out in the shop. Right now we're about a week and a half out. Of course, that can change day to day, so you always want to call ahead, get the current lead time before you buy it. And, after it's paid for, it goes in line, gets checked out. Service manager gives you a call, sets an appointment for you to come in, get your walkthrough, demonstration after it's been through service, and you're in and out of here pretty quickly. And, of course, however long it takes to do the demonstration, folks, there's no set time limit on that. I mean, I've had people that have had RVs, they went through their walkthrough in 20 minutes. I've had people who've never had an RV and they spent 3 or 4 hours getting their walkthrough. So it just depends on how much information you want to know and how well informed you are. That's option A, $29,900. No extra fees, no dock fees, prep fees, tag and title fees, acquisition fees, freight fees, none of that junk, folks. Simple, haggle-free, but out-the-door pricing. We decided years ago, like I said, we cut out commission salespeople because commission salespeople create sales pressure that nobody likes. They play games, gimmicks, trouble, drama, stuff that you don't want to deal with, we don't want to deal with. So we paid all of our salespeople salary only. They get paid the same whether you buy this motorhome or not. That eliminates all that negative stuff that everybody hates about buying a used RV from a commissioned salesperson. Plus saves you money too because you're not paying 25% extra for the RV to cover the salesperson's 25% commission. They get paid 25% of the gross profit. So put a pencil to that. That means every dealer that has commissioned salespeople, they have to mark that unit up an additional 25% to cover the salesperson's commission, costing you thousands of dollars more. So that's one reason why our prices are lower. We cut out the red tape, we cut out the BS, and all the stuff that everybody hates about buying used RVs. So option A is $29,900. If you want to price on option B, taking the good with any potential bad, taking it as is, just jumping in it and go, contact your sales team. They'll be happy to give you a price. You don't have to make the decision to take option A or B off my video or what I say. You can come down here, make an appointment, of course, so we can have the generator running or have it plugged into power. Try to give us at least 24 hours notice. Be here on time, just like you would for a doctor's appointment or dentist appointment or anything like that. And we'll have the unit plugged into power or have the generator running, one of the two. We'll have the fridge on. You can do your own inspection of it. You can see if you can find out what works and what don't. And then you can decide if you want to do option A or option B. Option B, of course, you come in, pay for it, take it home with you. Option A, pay for it, leave it here. We'll have it ready for you as quickly as we can. And you can rest assured when you pick it up, you can take it right to the campground. Give us a call, folks, 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. I'm going to turn this heat off, folks. It is getting pretty hot in here. I turned it on a little while ago because I was a little chilled and starting to sweat a little bit now. Anyway, folks, any questions about the RV or about our sales process or anything like that, pick up the phone, call us, 706-965-7929. Email us at sales, S-A-L-E-S, at parkway-rv-center.com. I mean, there's really no pics about it. I mean, you've got a few cracked stripes, which, show me an 04 that doesn't have that. And other than that, folks, I mean, it's got a unique floor plan. It's got a really nice setup. It's not been modified. Everything's original to make somebody a really nice RV for the price. And yeah, you can go out and spend $80,000 on a brand new one or $100,000 on a brand new one. Like I said, the new Coachmans like this are $97,000. Let me tell you something, folks. You can take that $97,000 motorhome and this $29,900 motorhome. this $29,900 motorhome will do everything that $97,000 motorhome will do for less than a third of the price. So definitely, or 2/3 less on the price. And the bad thing is, you pay $97,000 for it. In a few years, it's going to be worth what this one is now. So, you know, it just doesn't pay to buy new. And basically, folks, anytime you buy something like this new, I don't care how low the price you got them to come down to on a new RV. As soon as you take this RV off the new dealer's lot, as soon as you buy it, drive it across their parking lot onto the street, it becomes used. You lost 33% of whatever you just paid for it. So if you paid $100,000 in 5 seconds, it's worth $66,000, and it happens every day. And folks, you may think I'm exaggerating on that, but I see it every day. If you buy one of these new, you pretty much got to keep it 10, 12 years to get the payoff down to what it's worth. Because once you leave with a $100,000 motorhome, you financed it, probably owe about $90,000 on it, and when you drive it across the curb at the new dealer's lot, you still owe $90,000, and suddenly your RV's worth $66,000. Then after 6 months, it'll drop another $10,000, and you still owe about $87,000, $88,000 on it. So you can see you're putting yourself in a hole that is going to take you years and years to dig out of. That's why so many people are buying used over new, folks. Now, it is used, it's not new. Again, I'm not saying this thing's like new. There's no such thing as a like new used RV. But this thing is in, let me just put it to you this way. If you looked at 100 2004 Coachmen Freelanders, this would be in the top 5 as far as how clean it is and the condition of it. Give us a call. Nationwide delivery is available. Financing is available with approved credit and down payment. 50-year-old family-owned and operated used RV dealership, folks.